Overall, I know most of us are experiencing slow sales. And honestly, embrace it. Hey everybody, Carrie at American Arbitrage. I want to show you what I've been selling the last couple days. Let's start out with a bolo tie lot that I sold. I got all of these, tie pieces right here like this. Sold them all for $17.50 plus shipping. I love bolo tie stuff. I think I paid a couple bucks for this lot, so not bad at all. I sell a lot of bolo tie stuff. Here's a bolo tie I have up for sale right now that I just love. It's a vintage Utah bolo tie. I think I got this for like $5 or $10 up there, and I usually pay $1, a couple bucks for all those parts. I just love bolo tie stuff. Don't mind the mess. It's just a little messy right now. Don't judge. Next up, we have an Android video game controller. This is what they call a Matricom, a Android controller. I honestly probably shouldn't have bought this. I paid $5, sold it for $8 plus shipping. I just got tired of it, wanted it gone. Sometimes you realize, you didn't make the best purchase in the world, so you move on. But the theory behind why I got this is correct. If you've ever tried to get a gaming controller for an Android or especially an iPhone, they are not cheap. Oftentimes they'll attach on the ends of phones, or there'll be, an individual controller like this that attaches via Bluetooth. They are not cheap. This one is kind of maybe a private label one or something. It's not worth too much, but in general, if you find these, they could be worth, a $5 purchase. So Google them, look them up, eBay, search them, which would be your best bet. Now here's an interesting one to sell in the beginnings of January. Some vintage miniature elf. Here we go. Let's look in here. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are from, I think, the 60s. These little miniature plastic elves. I sold them for $7 plus shipping. And if you look in here, I still got more of them floating around. So I'll make another lot of them. Sometimes when you're out picking, you guys know this, you just have to follow your gut. Now, I've seen items like this a million times. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, I'm going to pass it up. But it was the year that was interesting to me, so I picked it up. Check this out. So these are some old Spaghetti Factory glasses here. I find these all the time here in Utah. I got 2 of them, and I bought it because it was the 50th anniversary, 1969 to 2019. I thought they only sold them, this year, and they're going to be somewhat collectible, so I sold 2 of them. I spent, I believe, $1.50 a piece on them. I sold 2 of them for $10 plus shipping. Not bad at all. Next up, we have a classic, something I've been finding for the whole 9 years I've been reselling, Lisa Frank stuff. Lisa Frank stuff. I believe I paid $1.50 or less for this, and I took a best offer for $15. Now remember, millennials, especially older millennials like myself, we used to take these. I don't think I had a Lisa Frank Tiger one, but the Trapper Keepers, especially the ones with sports teams on them, and the Lisa Frank ones, they were so popular back in the early 90s, late 80s. This stuff just still sells like hotcakes. People buy them for nostalgia purposes. This is a little day planner, so somebody may very well use this to be cool. Ironically, I don't know. I don't care, as long as it sells. But about $1.50, you're going to find these all the time. Usually they're underpriced. People don't realize there's a collector's market for it, and there is a collector's market for it. So definitely look out for the name Lisa Frank. Next up is another thing I find all the time, scout patches. Check this out, vintage 1970s. In my fun little colorful bins here, I just posted these yesterday, some of these scout patches that I still had and I forgot about, and this is the one that sold from 1974, a West Branch Council Catholic Retreat. Now, these are in pretty good condition. Sorry, as I try to close that. These are in pretty good condition. I sold this for $5 plus shipping. I love scout patches. They're collectible, kind of like sports cards, kind of like comics. They sell really fast in lots or individually. Not for a ton of money unless you have something super rare. But you can find these all around. I found all these scout patches that I've gotten recently in one $5 bag, so not bad. Next up is a camera lot. These are just odds and ends, different cameras that aren't worth much by themselves. I just lotted them up, finally took an offer. They've been sitting for about a month on eBay. I took an offer for 10 plus shipping. It's not the best I've ever done, but we got rid of them. Moving on. Here they are. We got this little lot of cameras right here. Just some kind of like little tiny, not great cameras, but sold for $10 plus shipping. Next up, I have a lot of vintage books. Vintage books and lots sell really well. They just do. Here is the lot of books, $15 for the lot, Rosamund Pilcher. You can find just about any author, as long as they're the same author, Grisham, Stephen King, all the way to, Danielle Steele. If you put them in a lot, they can sell really well. This lot sold for $15 plus shipping. She's a British author, I believe, that was writing in the 90s. Not bad. I love books. These are from the consigners. So that's my day of shipping. Stuff I got to get out now. I know things are starting to pick up a little bit, but overall, I know most of us are experiencing slow sales. And honestly, embrace it. Think of everything in this business and life as an opportunity to grow, as an opportunity to learn, to figure out what you're not doing correctly and what you can do better. Sure, sales may be down a little bit for reasons that we cannot control, outside forces. But realistically, if you had PS4s at $150, brand new, with a game or two, you'd sell 20 of them a day. So it's just, we got to find better stuff. We got to find it at the right price, and we have to sell it at the right price. And if we're not finding it, then we need to open up, expand our horizons. Maybe we need to sell, erasers more. Maybe we need to sell, used, Disney mugs or whatever. Maybe we just need to get into different things that we're not as comfortable with, where there's profit and where there is a churn and a constant movement. So I think we just need to keep our heads up. I've been wanting to, talk a little bit more in these videos, express, my opinions. I've been doing this since 2011, about April of 2011. So going on 9 years. I've learned a lot. I remember I thought I knew a lot before I started, and I didn't know anything. I knew I wanted to do it. It was the height of the American Pickers and Pawn Star craze, and I just graduated college, and I wanted to get into it, and I've been through the ups and downs and ups and downs. I used to sell a lot on Amazon. Now I don't sell anything on Amazon. Not so much because there isn't money in it, but I'm just not interested. And ultimately, you have to enjoy this. You have to want to do that. And I don't want to, ship stuff in FBA bad enough. And I don't want to sit around and wait for things on Amazon to sell. It's just not my interest. But eBay is where I love selling, and where I want to continue to learn and grow. Because even after 9 years, there is tons of room for me, tons of room for all of us to learn and grow. So if sales are slow, learn, grow, push yourself beyond your comfort zone. We all have a comfort zone in this business. Mine, as you guys can probably tell, sports cards, toys, that's my jam. I've talked about before how bigger electronic items make me a little nervous, and they're going to. So I need to work on that. I need to expand. Maybe I need to be selling, little cactus banks or something. I don't know. But I need to sell different stuff apart from what I'm selling right now to expand what I do. And I need to maximize my time when I have time to post and, get as much done as humanly possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Carrie with American Arbitrage. And if you have a moment and you've gotten this far, why haven't you liked and subscribed? It would mean the world. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys.